we're going to do another Sunday school lesson, and this time we're going to go off what we've been doing. We've been talking about Jesus' life, and so I wanted to do a special lesson because today is a special day, which we're going to talk about in a second. But let's do our memory verse, okay? The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. And then I think it's Luke 4:18. Okay, so I hope all of you know what today is, and I hope all of you told your mom that you love them, because today is Mother's Day. And it's a day to honor all of our moms, because our moms are special. They do so much for us, right? They take care of us, and it's kind of like a 24-hour-a-day job, because they can't just come home from work and do nothing. They cook for you, and they clean up, and they make sure that you're all ready to go for tomorrow. And this is something they have to do every single day. So it's a hard job. And they do a lot of other things for us too. They have taught us a lot of things. They've taught us how to walk, how to talk. They've taught us how to be a good person and be kind and responsible. And those are all great things. And they've even given us reassuring hugs when we need it. But they've been given a really important job. They've been given a job to make sure that we learn about Jesus and we follow after God. And so most of you are listening to this or have come to church because of your parents or your mom, or maybe a special person in your life. Maybe not a mom, but maybe who's somebody special. Because they want you to learn about God and love him just like they do, and learn to love others. And so they bring you to church, so that one day you can teach other people about Jesus, maybe even your own children. And so moms do this all without getting paid. They don't ask for anything in return, because they love, and God wants us to honor their love. And so there's a beautiful story in the Bible about a mother named Naomi, and she had a daughter-in-law named Ruth, and she loved her mother-in-law whenever she was going through a difficult time. Because you see, Naomi, she had 2 sons and a husband, and then 2 daughter-in-laws, Ruth and Orpah. And so a difficult thing happened. Naomi's husband and 2 sons all died. It was very sad. And so she decided she needed to leave and go find a different relative to take care of her. And so she told Orpah and Ruth, her daughter-in-laws, that they needed to go home to their parents because she had nothing for them. And they said, "No, we're going to stay with you. We love you. You're our mother-in-law." Naomi argued with them and said, "No, I have nothing to offer you. I don't have a husband. I can't have any more children. So you have nothing. I don't even have a home for you to live in." And so Orpah kissed Naomi on the cheek and told her goodbye and went home to her mother and her family. But Ruth did not. Ruth stayed with Naomi and said, "No, I am going to stay with you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to provide for us. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will now be my people, and your God will be my God. And I will be with you until I die." You see, Naomi went through a really difficult time. She lost her husband and her sons, and she had nothing to take care of her or her daughter-in-laws. So she didn't want Ruth or Orpah to suffer or to go through things. So she showed them unconditional love and told them to go home. But Ruth refused. Ruth loved Naomi like a mother, and she vowed to take care of her and provide for her. And she would worship God with her adopted mother. So Ruth showed Naomi the same selfless love that Naomi had shown her. And she followed God's command and honored her mother. And she also showed the selfless love of God by loving her through her difficult time. So when you think about all the things that your mother does for you, she takes care of you when you're sick. She makes sure that you get to have special things. So she might give up her special things. One day isn't really enough to honor them just on Mother's Day, right? So yeah, you said "I love you" to her this morning, but are you going to say it to her after church or after this? Are you going to say, I love you to her tomorrow? Well, I hope you do, because we should tell our mothers that we love them every single day, because we do love them and they love us and they give us so much and they do so much for us. And to honor them, we can also do things for them. We don't really need to buy something for them, and we don't really need to give them something. We can just do something for them. We can do a job that they needed to do. We can help with a chore. We can help pick up around the house. So why don't you do one of her jobs for her and help her out so that she can rest and relax maybe a little bit. And that'll show her how much you care about her. Because all of us can sacrifice a little time and a little hard work for mom, because she does that all the time, right? Because moms are special ladies. They are gifts from God, and they will always be there for us. So let mom know that you love her every day. And in your words and your actions, let's all remember to say, I love you every day of the year to your mom. Happy Mother's Day to all of your mothers. And so for your craft, you're going to make a card, okay? And maybe I'll see you next Sunday. We're at church, but if you want to stay home, I totally understand. And we'll save that lesson for next week that we had planned about Jesus dying on the cross. Okay? Bye, guys. Love you. Miss you. Happy Mother's Day.